Is the Republican Party irrevocably committed to Donald Trump? GOP voters will begin answering this important question on Monday in Iowa and 8 days later in New Hampshire. Choose your plan. ArrowRight This isn't one of those plans that always defies conventional wisdom. You can't look at polls out of New Hampshire and argue that oddsmakers in Las Vegas were wrong to see Trump as the overwhelming favorite to win the Republican nomination. But there is difference between possibility and inevitability. Just as there is difference between few Republicans who are staunchly opposed to Trump and larger group willing to consider accompanying him from the national stage. The candidate who best understands these distinctions is former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley. That's why he's poised to finish second to Trump in Iowa and has a real chance beat him in New Hampshire. Trump's campaign clearly sees the threat and has moved from attacking Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to attacking him. Republican pollster Kristen Soltis Anderson offered a shrewd and appropriately tentative read on the party's voters. There's no anti-Trump majority, she told me, but it may be possible to build a majority beyond Trump. The decisive GOP group, he said, are voters who say there are things they like about Trump and things they don't like about Trump. Some, perhaps most, will vote for him anyway because they hold out hope that they can get the good Trump and the bad Trump will go away. But others may be persuaded because evil Trump still bothers them. The same poll showing Trump leading by a strong margin in Iowa also shed light on indecisiveness about him. A December CBS News-YouGov poll found that 76% of conventioneers were considering voting for Trump for a variety of reasons. These included, by wide margins, that they felt things are better under Trump, and what he represents. Iowa values. But only 54% said their support reflected a desire to show support for legal challenges, and only 40% said they backed him because they wanted to avenge 2020. In other words, about half of Trump's potential voters rejected two of the main justifications he offered for his candidacy. Unlike DeSantis, who is running as Diet Trump, as Iowa State University political scientist David Peterson put it, Haley realized there was a market for Republican candidate who was stylistically different from Trump. Will get voters on road in November and save country from chaos of Trump era. But unlike former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, whose frontal attacks on Trump endeared him to many Democrats and a relatively small segment of the party's anti-Trump voters, Haley knew she couldn't ask Republicans who voted for Trump twice to admit they opposed him. He's managed to walk a fine line, Republican pollster Whit Ayres told me. While Chris Christie avoided sending the message that Trump is unfit for office, he also suggested that now is the time to act. So he